Okay, guys, I'm back for the part two of the liquidity concept mini-series. I am going to show you now some examples of what we've been talking about. So for this, I'm going to take the Bitcoin chart, just because we are most interested in crypto right now. But I had this question a little bit before. I think in the comments, this works exactly the same on every single asset, right? It's the same on NASDAQ, it's the same on the S&P 500, the same on oil or natural gas or Forex. The market just works the same. The market just has to engineer entries and exits for the big traders. That's the basic of the market. They have to do it, and what I'm going to show you, I will encourage you to review it by yourself, take different examples, like additional examples, and you can ask me in the chat, in our open chat channel, and I'll comment. You know, if you're not sure about the example that you have been studying for yourself, you can ask me, and I'll comment on it. Okay, so okay, let's start. So this is a Bitcoin chart. I assume that most of you have been in Bitcoin for a year, and it doesn't really matter if it's not the case. I will take the last. Let's take the last dump that we had. Remember the start of the year of 2024, from March to August. It was really boring, and people starting to get really fearful, and we were all asking, oh, is it going to go down, or is the bull market over? So look what happened here. We had taken the all-time high. Okay, that was the all-time high, and it got taken out. You can see, so we're on the weekly chart. Okay, so I repeat as well, it doesn't matter what time frame it is. It works on the weekly, the monthly, down to the 15 seconds, right? It's just, it's like fractals. You can check it for yourself. I'm gonna probably go down to the daily and maybe the 4 hour just to show you, but you know, you don't have to take my word for it. You can just look at it for yourself. I do it whenever I trade. I do it on the 1 minute, on the 5 minutes, on the 15 minutes, and I just use the same concepts. So here, that was the all-time high. Price went past it back in March, and everybody's starting to be way too bullish. What happened? The big traders used the bullishness. People wanted to buy when the price reached all-time high, and you know, the traders just exit their positions. The big traders, the small traders, exited their positions. Okay. And I was posting on Tiger, which is on the ICP blockchain at the time, and I could probably put this post in the open chat channel, and I was showing people why you should be shorting here, on a short time frame. Basically, you shouldn't be shorting to hold it, but you should be shorting just to make quick money and exit your positions, you know, like your long positions. I was explaining why now you should basically just wait, and that's what happened. So the big traders, when everybody got bullish, sold while people were buying. So everybody's buying because they think it's going up, right? The big traders, they sell, you know, sell, and exit their position. It took a lot of weeks, simply because those people had accumulated positions from down here, right? So they bought here, they bought here, they bought here. I'm gonna take those examples in a minute, but they bought different spots, and now they've got massive positions up there because they are, you know, they doubled or tripled their stack. So now they need to exit, and it takes time. And you cannot sell in, you know, just everything in one order, because that's what happens, you know. Big sale, boom, market goes down. So they let it go back up, sell again, market goes down. People are bullish, people still buy it back, sell again, because they have more money than us, you know, so they will push the market down by selling. So they're using, let's say, the people who are buying and also the people who are the stop losses. Because some people, for some reason, when the price gets close and they think that Bitcoin is going to turn bearish, they will put their stop loss again, like I told you, over the obvious highs, which was the all-time high, you know. So people get stopped and they have to buy automatically because they were short, and those buys get matched by the smart traders' sales. So what happened here? You could see price like so crippled down, was like slowly and slowly going down. We had been waiting in the group for those lows. We'd been waiting. I'll put that. That's another concept. It's called a fair value gap. That's for another video. But you could see it in the open chat group, like back in March. In May 2024, I called like this area, because like I said, I like to talk in area of support, just not levels. And I was calling for Bitcoin to reach below, because you have a little fair value gap here as well, like below 50,000, and push again, right? And you can see, so I'm not going to get into too much details, but basically you could see Bitcoin was bullish. Remember this video about like market structure? Bitcoin had been bullish since 2023. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. We're still bullish. It's not because we rejected from the all-time high that Bitcoin has turned bearish. We're just waiting for another opportunity to get in. So we have to let the market engineer fear, because that's what the big traders are going to do. They want to get back in. They took the profits and they're not done yet. They want more profit, so they need to get back in. I was waiting for this area. So you see the first low was made, price went back up, this low was taken out, another move up, and finally, so we took 1, 2 lows before going below the 50,000 mark. So why I was calling this is because it happens so often. A couple of those were made. We just want one last move down into the 50,000 level, scare people, taking out those people that were long here, because some people, for example, would have seen, oh, this week is up. Yeah, it has completed this area. Let's go long here and put my stop loss below these lows. So market comes back, take them out, force them to sell. We buy, right? And if we are a smart trader, we could actually buy there on spot, no stop loss, because we're buying spot. We buy here, it doesn't matter, because we are in a zone. We're not like relying on just one level. We're not waiting for just one level. We are buying because we see what they're doing. They are taking out lows, just to, they're manufacturing an obvious low, taking it out so they can buy it up. Manufacturing another low, taking it out, and getting just under the 50,000 mark, plus all the fear that was going on, and some internet gurus were talking about like bull market is over and stuff like this. Some people on Twitter was starting to talk like this, and you just know it's all bullshit. So we were bullish, and we were just waiting for this type of things to happen. Let's go a bit earlier. This is interesting here. Look at that. I'll go down to the daily. So now we're down to the daily. I'm gonna delete those things. So yep. So this was in 2024, early in the year, and I wanted to show you a little bit earlier, and we could see together something that was very interesting, and that will happen very often. Look at those lows. Look at that. One low, 2, 3, 4. What does a normal retail trader think? Oh, this is a great support. Look, there is also a double bottom. Look at that. Price just can't go through that, can it? Well, yes, it can. You see? And so that was in 2023, in December. Price went sideways, sideways, sideways. Does it remind you something? Is it not like similar? Do you see what's happening there? So make your own conclusions. So look at that. We had an almost exact double bottom. So once you see that, remember, once we see that, because we are all strong traders who are trading 50 million, we are not even interested in that move up. We're just not. We don't want to FOMO in. We don't think, oh, it's going to the moon and we're missing the trend. We are just not interested, because most of the time, I would say 98% of, okay, maybe 95%, because sometimes the price can go up and come back months later. It does happen, but it's not really common. 95% of the time, price will come back, take out the people that were long here, that FOMO'd somewhere in here, or even at the top, take them out, force them to sell at a cheap price, compared to this range. If you take a, sorry, I'll just put this. Just gonna quickly talk about maybe another concept, but it is good for the explanation. So let's say the price, you could see the price stayed a lot in this range. It went out of the range, price was expensive compared to the range, went back in, and then price went out on the range on the cheap side. So the price was cheap compared to the range that had been in for weeks. Okay, so smart traders wait for people to be forced to sell to them cheap, because this is cheap in the range, and they want people to be scared, so they really look at that strong move down, move down, move down, and guess what? 40,000. Does that ring a bell? Round number. You see? Round number, below the round number, below the stop losses, 40,000, and that's for another. That'll be for another day. Again, we have our support area here. I'm sorry, I'll try to get it right here. That's a daily. That's a daily fair value gap here that we had. I can't barely get it there. Here, and it got filled. It was not the only daily fair value gap we had. We had another one down there. It didn't get completely filled, but it got touched. It doesn't have to be filled. I will explain that in other videos, but it got touched. And price just went on mad movement, right, for weeks. So how easy is that, guys? How easy is that? You don't need anymore to be like worried that the price is going without you. You don't need anymore to FOMO, to be scared. You actually wait for this moment, guys. When you see that, you're like, wow, that's such an easy fingerprint that the market left for the big traders, experienced traders, professional traders. They see this, they say, nice, the market is telling us it's coming back there. We just have to wait. Let's go to holidays with the family, don't do anything, and just wait and put a buy order at 40, buy order at 39, at 38, and go to the beach, okay? So that's it, Let's go and take another example. I would like to, we had a little one there. It's a funny one as well. You see, there was a triple. I actually remember this moment. I was 2023, right? Okay, you had a triple bottom. So if double is a fingerprint, triple is even worse, right? So we were waiting for the price to go down below 25,000, round number. You see, 24,857. Boom. Just buy your Bitcoins, go to the beach, and that's it, right? So I'm not like making things up, guys. You could see, I'm actually just looking at it right as I'm talking to you, because I just know the examples will be there simply because I traded them, and I know it happens all the time, not only in Bitcoin. So I don't know. Let's take now. We've seen the long example, so let's take a short example. Let's take a short example, right? Let's take a short example. Let's go back to. So we are still on the daily, right? Let's go back to 2021, and remember you had this first all-time high, which was 64, and then months later, price went back in. So that's something very important, by the way. That is why I never sell when the price has gone below a low, has just gone below a low. So if we go, I will just go back to what we were talking about here. I never sell here, for example. Price has gone here. Some people will be like, oh, price is collapsing, I need to go in a short and I need to sell. I never sell, neither on spot. I will never sell my Bitcoin. I will never sell any crypto, or I never go short after the price has taken a low. Because this is most of the time you see a reaction, because even if the price is supposed to continue down, you will see a reaction, because strong traders always take profit below obvious lows, because they don't have a choice. They have big positions, so they have to at least get out of a little bit of a position when people are willing to sell, are willing to sell into them, because if they were short, they need to buy here, okay? Because they sold and they need to buy to close their position. Those people got stopped, so they've got automatic sales triggering, bam, 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 bam. And then I buy, closing my short position, okay? And when you add the strong traders also waiting for these levels for weeks, then price just shoot. But it happens all the time. Even if people were not buying there, the strong traders that were short, they will still take profit. So you always see some kind of comeback, even if it's a little one, and then you can decide, should I sell, should I get on a short or whatever. Okay, so you don't sell when price has just taken an obvious low, and the same thing happens here. You don't buy, guys, when the price has taken an obvious high. When the price has just taken an obvious high, which is here, for example, it was all-time high, 2021. We took it here. What happens? Price crashes. It happens all the freaking time, guys. Okay, big traders will take profit. They don't have a choice. We are trading 50 million, guys. We have a lot of people buying because it's all-time high. We have people getting stopped because they put their stop losses over there for some reason, thinking Bitcoin will probably crash from here. So those people getting stopped, they have got to buy, and we take the opportunity to sell into them, okay? So every time, if you're in a long position here, we take an obvious high, close at least part of the position. You don't want to do nothing, because price will go back down, okay? So price went back down, and they were not done. They forced the price up again, just to piss off all those people that were short there, and not only to piss them off, to force them to buy expensively, because they were short. So when they get stopped, they've got to buy expensive. So they really fooled them, making them think that the price was going down, and then finally push it one last time. And now they started to really sell a lot, okay? And so that people getting stopped, and the fools buying because it's all-time high. So you have a combination of the two, the fools buying and the stop losses. When I say the fool, it's just people getting manipulated, obviously, because at this time I remember the hairdresser was talking about Bitcoin. You go to the supermarket, the cashier was asking people who knew about Bitcoin. You know, when you see that kind of things happening in real life, guys, you just rush to your computer and sell whatever you have. I actually sold at 64 to a guy I never knew, I never met. You know, he said he wanted Bitcoin, and he said, hey, I could pay you. I could pay you, you know, I don't want to go through exchanges and stuff. I said, yeah, okay, I will send you Bitcoin, and, you know, and, you know, I couldn't stop thinking about these guys afterwards, you know, like buying at 64 and a few weeks later it was at 34, you know. Anyway, so that was about the obvious highs, but let's go down a bit more. Let's go down a bit more. Look at that here. Look at this example here. I'll take that. What do we have here? Double top. A double top, guys. Okay? What do we think? Do we think that the price, this is a big resistance, and we put a stop loss there, and we go in a short? Obviously not. We don't do that because we've just seen a double top. What do? We wait for the price to go back up. And actually, when you'll be even stronger, you could even take a long there, like a very short trade. When I say short trade, sorry, a very quick trade, like a longing here, because you know that the price is going to go back up, just to take this target here. I call them target. This is my target for long. I would exit all my position here. As you can see, price went over, and because we were obviously bearish back then, and that's, you know, if you remember my example in my other videos, remember strong, quick, fast candles destroying the market structure here, we were bearish, okay? So, like here, strong candles, fast, impulsive, destroying the market structure, we were bearish. Okay? We had an example as well here. You can see, price made a first high, went back down. People think, oh, it's going down, let's go short. Price comes back over the obvious high, collapses. Okay? Here you had an equal top, like we said, price went back slightly over, collapses, and just that was my target area for a short. That was a daily fair value gap, and it's gonna come in another video. I'm repeating myself, but hey. And so you have this inside this very strong resistance area, not a level, but the resistance area, inside a target, and over what? Over 50,000. 50,000 is obviously a very big round number. Price went a bit higher, it went to 51 something, making people feel, oh, that's it, we've passed the 50,000 mark. It was so difficult to pass it. You could see, look, every time 50,900 break down, 50,600 break down. Finally, we went down, and now we're crushing 50,000, guys. Let's buy. We say buy. What do? As a strong trader, we have to send 50 million in their faces. We short as much as we can because people are buying, they're getting stopped. So we go market short as much as we can, and we go for holidays and wait for the targets to be taken, which was those targets, obvious lows. You see what happened here again? Remember what I said? When you reach a first obvious low, take profit. Big traders take profit. They close part of their short, that's like half. Let's say we went 4 arrows, we closed 2. Price goes back up because we we have so much fucking money. So buying 25 million, we move the price up. Even though people get stopped and all this, it's still a lot of money. And price resumes going back down. So that's, I think that's enough. Well, you have a little example here as well. Approximately equalize. We had, yeah, that's, well, that one is not really equalized. You have one high and one that is a bit lower. But a lot of people will see that as a resistance because people put their resistance like this on the close of the candles as well. A lot of people do that, you know, and it looks like, oh, look, this is very strong. Bam, bam, here. No candle can close over that, they would think. And what does price do? Go over 45,000, boom, collapse. So yeah, that's it. I think that's enough for our video. It's 16 minutes. Didn't expect it to be that long, to be honest. And I hope that was insightful. I would like to show you more things, but it's gonna lose the purpose of the video. You can do it by yourself now. You can have a look at the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want to do. Because if you want to be a scalp trader, like, you know, you have to look at it on a 5 minutes and on a 1 minute, 50 minutes, whatever you want to do. If you are a day trader, you gotta look at a 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour. And if you are a long-term trader, obviously you're doing like me, looking at the weekly, the daily, and the monthly. So I do any type of trading, guys, but I always look at the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. Always do that. Okay, so that gives you the main direction for the price of the asset you're trading. That's always the higher time frame is always takes precedence over everything. So okay, guys. Hopefully see you soon for the last part, and or maybe I can do it in the open chat channel. I will think about it instead of having a third video. But anyway, peace, guys.